And some coffee for a little speedy man. Look, a Betty Ford speedball.
Luckily, it has no effect. Anyway, I'd like to tell you, it's too handsome to have that kind of when I think of the
Don't judge me, Robert, please.
When I think
Oh,
of the
bitch
improv,
on. Just tell him who you are. Get out. Get out. Tell him. I'm sorry. We're men with men. We're male lesbians. Talk about it. It's the Donahue Show.
Who's next? You are.
Me.
Oh, you are, Billy? This is one... I just want to talk about one memory of the improv. There are so many times, my social life from the improv, so many waitresses and wonderful times. There was the beautiful ventriloquist who moved her tits. Who, during orgasm, would say, I want your baby, I want your baby. And then would begin to talk about her act. Do you think I should change the puppet? Do you think I should? People were very into their work. Our next performer is someone who I'd like to introduce you to somebody, would it make you proud, because he's an old New York sports fan, by imitating Bob Shepard, the announcer at Yankee Stadium. Right?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yankee Stadium. Number 777. Billy, Crystal, number 7.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You were great, and yet I'm frightened that we're all going to go home talking like that. Because it's infectious. You find that you want to say, I was at the valet park, and it's Martin Bormann. I recognize the dental charts, and we're doing a do-si-do. We're do-si-doing, and my relatives are in the trunk, and they... Oh, okay. We had the same relatives, though. We did.
No,
My
that's
grandparents...
very unlikely, I'm
No,
sorry.
we had... There's only one pair, and they just send them to different houses. And I would, in my room, my great-grandparents would be making love. It was great that they're doing it. I'm thrilled at 70 that I'll be able to even think about it. But in the next room, I could hear them. The small talk was the greatest. Hi, my baby. Hi, my last helmet. Hi, my helmet. Hi, my helmet. Oh, man. Is there any gritness? I'm so goddamn hungry now. Was I a czar? Tell me I was a czar. Why am I playing the floor? There's people here. I'm so glad these stools, I feel like a fucking dog act here on... Hey! Jump through the hoop. The saddest thing in the world is the dog act on the Ed Sullivan Show. I don't know how many of you, I don't know, I've had dogs. Not one of them likes to be in a suit with sunglasses and shoes and go out on a date and walk on the two... It's the walk of a dog is the saddest thing, because they're walking to usually Satin Doll. And it's a dog on a date. Come on, Sparky, look at Sparky. Come on, go get your date. It's that pained expression. You know, that's what... But this Reagan's getting me nuts.
Segway.
No,
Nice segue.
No segue.
Oh, go on.
Come on, you have to.
And you
Oh,
never
I feel
know...
like a white minstrel show. Keep on, Mr. Johnny. Keep on.
Well, you got those nice shoes there.
Yes, tap dancing shoes for white people.
Look at this.
I've got no rhythm, can't you tell? I'm a rapper. Oh, yes, I am.
Jewish cheerleaders.
Oh, give me an A.
A.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an A.
A.
What's that spell? Just hit it.
Jewish mime.
Oi, is this a small room? I'll walk against the wind. What am I, nuts? I'll walk with the wind. I'll get there fast.
What? But this Reagan's... No, you gotta be 60 to do sort of like a roast. You gotta be one of those guys. I'll tell you, it's nuts. They sell these video cassettes every place. My wife comes home from the gynecologist. She said, buddy, I got cystitis and Amadeus. I said, is it serious? She said, part of it, but the music is beautiful. I tell you, you gotta be that guy. I'll be that guy. I've written a lot of good things at the Improv. It's a place to be. It's a gymnasium. You can work out here. It's good. I've written a lot of things here. I wrote a thing about Yul Brynner doing the Babe Ruth story. I thought it would be interesting. The late Yul, he would have been a great Babe Ruth. Say, babe, can you hit a homer today? Yes, I am. I'm going to stand at home plate and point out there. These Chicago Cubs that got me nuts. There's a sick kid in Brooklyn. I'm going to hit a single, double, triple, etc., etc., etc. That would be good. That's where I found Fernando. When I started doing the Fernando character, it was because he was on my cable station. I have a terribly cheap cable station. It's called Bob's Cable. And it was Fernando Lamas in Death of a Salesman. I thought this was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. He came in. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Linda, are the boys home? Biff, you are a moody man, but you look marvelous, but look at you, darling. The woods are burning. And I thought you had to do something about this guy. But this Reagan is getting me nuts. You thought I forgot? No, I can't wait. I'm just tired of hearing about the colon. I'm sorry. They're selling maps for the colon on Sunset Boulevard now. They send cameras up the ass, the same ones they used to explore the Titanic. It's like, you know, the two 75-year-old wrecks we're looking at. And what's up there? Geraldo Rivera. I don't know what's in here. We have no idea what's in here. Now, if Gary Hart wins, does that make Donna Rice the first chick? I would love Cuomo to win. I would love Cuomo to come out. I really would. We need a tough... No, we need a guy who sounds like Joe Carcione. I think that would be a great president. Oh, this Persian Gulf this time of year, you know, it gets all hot and stuff, and when you gotta go up to these guys with the towels on their heads and just go bomb right there, all right? Well, I'm thrilled to be here, Bud. I've worked very hard in this club, and it's really paid off. Thanks for giving me all the time. And now I'm gonna turn it over back to Robert. Thank you for having me.
Good? Third round. Be afraid, you keep where? Be afraid.
Billy Crystal.
Thank you.
Here. Be afraid, he didn't mean to hit you in the head.
What round is it?
It's round, well, fuck it, you're still here.
What round is it?
Don't be afraid.
What round is it?
Look out, he's waiting for you out there. I'm sorry he punched you in the nipples, it wasn't his fault. Why are they wearing rubber gloves? What are they afraid of? Don't be afraid, you're pretty.
They never know what round it's in. They put a beautiful girl with net stockings on in Vegas, and you just 8 like this, you know, instead of putting the number on her ass where everyone's looking, they have to...
You know what else? Michael Tyson, who has a series on HBO, a comedy series called His Fights. This is the strongest man. The neck starts up here. He beats people senseless, and I say, how was the fight for? And he goes,
well, it was a very good fight. You know, I threw some important punches. I started to throw some... And, you know, he didn't really want to fight, so, you know, what am I supposed to do? It was a really good fight.
I'm in deep shit now.
I can see it now.
Now, wait a minute. There was an excellent juxtaposition there. The man is a tremendous brute and yet has a high voice.
Did you get
now,
it?
what?
You got it.
I got it immediately. I thought it was excellent.
Don't be saying nothing bad. Don't say anything bad.
No, I won't.
The man is big.
No, he won't.
I have an ad lib in 28 seconds. I hope
Okay,
you're
you
still
bring it
around
up.
here when I... Okay.
No, what bothers me is they lie to the corner. These kids, it's a maintenance man at the Sands Hotel in Atlantic City. His friends came up from Atlantic City. Papalo Manolo, you know, from Philadelphia. And 4 minutes later, he's in a coma with 3 neurologists smacking him around. They say, you're ahead, Manolo. You understand me? You're ahead. You know, I feel like jumping in. Manolo, you're by no manner of means ahead. You're about to be punched into a nectarine, Manolo. Throw the tolo in, Manolo. Sorry.
I don't feel that boxing has affected me, and boxing... Thank you very much. Feel better about myself now.
Our next performer...
Sorry. Sorry.
Our next performer, but seriously speaking, actually worked in the kitchen here under Louis the chef. Learned to say, "Bigat!"
Arquitecto.
Out you wrote, you wrote, you wrote. Out you wrote, you wrote, you wrote. Paul Rodriguez. Paul.
Thank you. Hey,
Paul Rodriguez.
thank you, Richard Lewis. My impression. No sé, estaba yo aquí pensando cuando mi mamá me llamó, estaba viendo que Guilt from Other Homes no sentía, tenía un satellite dish in my pants. You ain't got no problems, man. All you need is a Quaalude and a hooker, and you're set, man. You know, a Quaalude and a hooker, and all your problems will go away. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the first Gentile of the night, as you can see.
Welcome.
I'm sitting over there in the Gentile corner next to...
For those of you playing the home game, Gentiles are people who eat mayonnaise for no reason.
Thank you.
That's right. Use the word simply. Also try the word Michugana later. Welcome.
I'm sitting over there in the Gentile corner next to...
For those of you playing the home game, Gentiles are people who eat mayonnaise for no reason.
Thank you.
That's right. Use the word simply. Also try the word Michugana later.
Thank you.
Two Gentile businessmen on the street. Hey, how's business?
Great.
Thanks. Oh! Oh! We could just have some more obscure Jewish references. I think I'll get off.
Paul,
Oh,
he's
I was-
not Jewish.
No, I know. I was just going to comment that you are beyond white. You are, seriously, I swear to God, he looks like Hitler's wet dream. This is what Hitler had in mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want them all to look like him. Oh, young Kurt Valheim. Where's...
How fast his hand was moving.
Hey,
My God, it was like the speed of light.
yes, it was,
I have an
right?
orgasm in another dimension. That was...
I swear to God, you and Vanna White should have kids of Pillsbury Doughboys or something, but hey, I don't know why I'm insulting him. He's actually a good guy, but hey, this is what we're afraid. We should insult him. You rich bastard. No, I kid, but there's a thin line between comedy and working again. I know. You know, you can roast Bud until you tell the truth, and it's back to the kitchen, Paul. I'll be there in the kitchen with the rest of the illegals you are working. You haven't asked none of them if they got citizenship. I'm sure they're all from Arizona, yeah. They're going, sí, cuando, Señor Booth. Oh, nice guy, yeah. Actually, I do have a real story. About, what, 3 years ago, you booked me in Fresno. Hey, that segue's better than, but that Reagan drives me nuts. Come on, there was some kind of segue, right?
A real story.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, your car's
And I was worried about saying penis. I'm sorry. It's really...
Some people worry about their penis.
I think Reagan's got me nuts.
He's got me nuts. Reagan, hey. Fresno, okay, fuck Fresno. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Reagan does have me nuts. 88's gonna be a good year. He can't run again, son of a bitch. He's got more lives than a cat. And I think Gorbachev didn't make him look bad, because I don't trust this commie bastard, right? The press went crazy over Gorbachev. I think he looks like Ed Asner, right? Gorbachev looks like, I don't trust this commie bastard, because you can tell what's on his mind. He's got like a map of South Vietnam on his head, if you notice. He's got freckles that look like Afghanistan. Nicaragua's in his pants, I'm sure of this one. And all these people running for office, Dukakis, he's never gonna win with a name like that, because kakas is kakas in any language. Imagine if he gets into office, hi, I'm President Dukakis, my wife diarrhea. Young son, constipation. But Fresno, you know, Fresno drives me nuts. This Fresno drives me wacky. Thanks. 3 years ago, Bud Friedman says, Paul, I'm starting this mariachi band.
And a dream comes true.
It came through. He says, we're going to work in Fresno. It's going to be a great show. We're there. We went over there. These are your people, he tells me. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they were from. They weren't my people. And we drove over there. I thought we were going to fly, but I said, it'll be a fun drive. There's no planes to Fresno, Paul. We'll have a good time. On the way back, we stop